Am I the a-hole for telling my mom to die mad? For my brother Steve, 28, growing up was a nightmare. Steve is autistic, and my mom embraced the full-on autism mom role. My brother was not even that bad. He was in all advanced classes, knew some crazy history stuff, and loved coding and building computers. My mom went to these autism mom support groups. She would get these stupid ideas that Steve needed to be cured and put him on very harmful meds. So when Steve received his scholarship, Steve ran and never spoke to mom again. He actually cut off most of the family, including my grandma, who was worse than my mom, and she would bully Steve. I remember him as my cool big brother, so he reached out when I turned 18, and we've been close ever since. Steve got married in May. It was a small wedding, and I was the best man. My mom and grandma are clueless about Steve's life. Somehow, my mom heard about the wedding over Labor Day. Since, my mom has tried to get me to intervene with Steve or his wife to reconnect in case she gets grandbabies. Ew. Steve hates my mother and has PTSD from her and grandma during his childhood. I don't want to trigger him and risk my relationship. As you shouldn't. I told my mom about it and says it's not going to happen, and Steve would never allow our mom around him, his wife, or future children. My mom asked if she was really that big of a monster, and I said yes. To Steve she was, and he will never forgive her. My mom yelled at me saying I could repair the relationship between them if I wanted, but I'm selfish and want Steve all to myself. I told mom the time to be a better mother when Steve was a child. My mom told me that she now views me as dead to her, and I told mom she can die mad as far as I care. Honestly, not the a-hole. That's kind of just a whole can of worms. Yeah, he has the right to cut her off. She can die mad. Opinion over. Am I the a-hole for refusing to change my dinner plans based on my son's girlfriend? I, F39, have a frugal lifestyle. Most of the food I feed my family is grown on our own farm and harvested from the woods. This causes many of our meals to be some sort of game or egg, seasonal vegetables, and some cheese. My son Jasper told me yesterday he is bringing his new girlfriend Emily, 19, to dinner and that she is vegan and on an alkaline diet. The diet is extremely restrictive, and my meal plan, which is meticulously planned for dinner, was pork chops, potato, corn, and a salad. After research, I asked Jasper if it was okay to make her a side of some alkaline vegetables because the diet is unaffordable for me. When I told Jasper, he started getting upset, saying I was not accepting and shouldn't be making any meat out of respect. So I told him not to bring her over, and he became very upset. Am I the a-hole? Personally, no. You voiced that you're very frugal, which could be from many reasons, but it's unaffordable for you. You shouldn't have to change your entire style just for somebody else, including since you're still providing for them and being nice enough to make an entire dinner for them. So I'd say not. Not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for refusing to buy my daughter another phone and ruining her life? I have a daughter, 14F, and she's pretty clumsy. We bought her an iPhone 13 Pro a couple years ago. She broke hers just months after getting it. Thankfully, we had Apple Care and managed to get it repaired. Now she again broke her phone, this time after it accidentally fell off her hand at a friend's house while she was playing a video game. The phone is too badly damaged now, she's begging for an iPhone 15. Those are expensive. Unfortunately, it's no longer covered by insurance, meaning we will have to buy a new phone. We just spent a lot of money on a gaming PC and an iPad for her 14th birthday, and I really don't want to spend more money on electronics and smartphones for her especially. A new iPhone will cost $1,000. She's also broken it once already, and I feel like I'll be rewarding this behavior if I buy her another phone, as she still seems to be clumsy. I made a deal with her. She keeps her iPad for a year without breaking it. I'll buy her a new phone the next year. Now she's complaining that I'm going too far and I'm ruining her life, and that she needs an iPhone. I don't need an iPhone. She does still have a smartphone, but she complains about it being slow and a bad camera. She's currently using her sister's old Redmi? I've never heard of that one. Note 11, and it's working well but isn't as cool as her iPhone. But I'm wondering if I should get her another iPhone and if I'm going too far with the punishment. Am I the a-hole? Edit. I got a comment why I didn't get my older daughter an iPhone, as we both got them phones around the same time. The reason I got her a lower end phone is that she didn't want an iPhone. We got an Apple Pencil for her iPad and a nice telescope along with the phone for her birthday at the time. So I'm gonna say no. Phones are really expensive, and if she's clumsy and she keeps breaking them, that's a lot of money, including coming out of your pocket. So it's good to teach her that she can't keep breaking them. So it's good to give her a less expensive one, teach her how to be less clumsy and work on that rather than just giving her more to break. So I'm gonna say no.